If you're a maintenance supervisor for a commercial property, you've had to deal with everything from leaky faucets to flickering light bulbs. But nothing's worse than that ancient boiler that's lived in the building since the day it was built, 50 years ago. It's enough to make anyone lose their cool. That's where Grainger comes in. With industrial-grade products and dependable fast delivery, Grainger can help with any challenge, from worn-out components to everyday necessities. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh, sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver Common Sense Show. I'm on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the
media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. That's right, we're here on SHR Media, conservative media done right, broadcasting on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and fuck TikTok. My appeal's still in, and it takes 24 hours for an appeal. It's been Monday night. I put the appeal in, and still nothing. Probably June 10th to come out. Oh, you won your appeal. I won't be doing TikTok Live anymore. Hate to say that, but no thank you. Not going to have my shows keep getting shut down because little butthurt liberals. Oh, where do we start today? Judge Merchant has opened a huge shit show. I mean, he already did with his the way he ran his court, the whole trial itself. It just he just keeps stepping in shit. Let me see something. Didn't I? All right. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Rumble. Why didn't that go live? What? 1, 2, 3. Oh. That's why it didn't go live. Let's see if I can get it to go live. I made boo-boo. I was trying a new site, and I didn't have enough channels to add. So let's see. Come on. It's always something with technology, ain't it? Hang on, let me fix this. get this. Oh, I don't know how to correct that issue in the middle of the show. I'm going to have to upgrade again. All right. Now I was talking the shit show. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about it by now that Judge Merchant has flagged a comment on a post, social media post. And I'm going to start off by saying, yes, this could be a hoax. This could be someone trying to just stir shit up. Okay? I'm not denying the fact that's an option. But I would think that the judge would have this looked into before notifying both attorneys in the case. Because he knows it's going to open a can of worms. And you'd think just, he knows who the jurors were. He can look it up to see if this person is related. And the fact that this person put out the verdict the day before the verdict was issued and saying that, well, let me get to it. Person posted that his cousin is a juror and let me get to it here. Let me just post for you guys. I know I'm all over the map today. All right. Here is the document that the judge put out. Today, the court became aware of a comment that was posted on the Unified Court System's public Facebook page, in which I am now bringing to your attention. In the comment, the user Michael Anderson states, "My cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you, folks, for all your hard work." The comment, now labeled as 1 week old, responded to a... What is it? I'm having trouble. There we go. Now that... I gotta wait. All right, the comment, now labeled as 1 week old, responds to a routine UCS notice posted on May 29th, 2024, regarding oral arguments in the 4th Department of the Appellate Division unrelated to this proceeding. The posting entitled "The Appellate Division 4th Department will hear oral," and then it goes to this one. Let me switch it up. Arguments in the morning at 10, and the comment are both viewable at, and it gives http www.fuckbook.com/New York Courts, signed by the judge. I'm hoping, I really am, that this judge had the brains to have his personnel look into this Michael Anderson, because supposedly now he's posting, "Oh, I'm a shit talker and I love to stir shit up." Well, I haven't seen, when the court comes out and says, "Oh, this is proven to be a hoax," then I'll say it's a hoax. But the problem is, it's opened up a question again. It's opened up that issue of, is this or isn't this real? Now, if it's proven to be a hoax, this person needs to be charged, because think of the money it's going to waste. The taxpayer money it's going to waste because someone wants to play a prank in a court system. It's not smart. This is national politics they're playing with. And you want to talk about interfering in elections? There you go. Shit, you had someone as a joke post a meme back in 2016 that was saying that giving incorrect information on where to go vote for the 2016 or the incorrect date. And they've been jailed for it. So this person, if it's a hoax, should go to jail too. Plain and simple. Either which way, it now creates the optics of something's not right here because I know he had a basically, not 50-50, but he had a good chance of guessing the verdict. But the problem is he guessed it right if he's not related to this person. So therefore, this verdict is now tainted. It's dirty. And the whole shit show was dirty before. Now it's even worse. All right, everybody, don't forget, if you're listening to the Reaver Common Sense Show on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe. And if you're watching right now, jump on the live chat, join the conversation. Rumble, hit the follow button, join the conversation. Same with Twitch. I can't believe I buggered up. TikTok. A big oopsie. Hold on one second. Yes, I do believe that a mistrial should be called immediately, whether hoax or not. No, not because I'm a Trump supporter, but because it has tainted the trial. And right now, the leftists are, it's the MAGAs. No, we're not the one that started this shit. We're not started this shit show. Go yell at the judge. And I'm not leaping to a conclusion. I'm giving you my opinion that I strongly believe, as I tweeted, that a mistrial should be declared immediately and the juror in question should be charged. And it proven to be a hoax. And I got this person that keeps coming back at me, which, fine, you want to have the discussion. We're having a nice discussion going back and forth. But the only thing he showed me is a screenshot. Here, I'll even post you his. This is his proof, supposedly, that it's a hoax. There it is. Take it easy. This is supposedly from Michael Anderson. Take it easy. I'm a professional shit poster. Definition in internet culture, shit posting or trash posting is the account of using an online form or social media page to post content that is aggressively, ironically, and trollishly poor quality. Shit posts are generally intentionally designed to derail discussion or cause the biggest reaction with the least effort. It may even sometimes be orchestrated as part of a coordinated flame war to render a website unusable by its regular visitors. All right, number one, we all know screenshots can be edited with ease. They can be faked. Number two, nowhere does he say that what he posted was a lie. He just says he's a shit poster. Well, he could post that to stir up shit and still be the truth. Then this person sends me this to prove that not to take it seriously. Because that's supposedly on this guy's account. I don't know. I didn't find these. This guy's posting it to me and saying this is why I overreacted and why MAGA is going above and beyond to what should happen. Well, I got a different opinion. And I'll go with my opinion. Because it's my opinion. I love these idiots that just you give an opinion and, you know, they attack you for it. I, on Twitter, or not Twitter, TikTok, I post about shorts about the show right after the show. And last week, one of them was about the show getting taken down while live broadcasting on TikTok. They took me down. The only thing they told me was misinformation. First, I got this guy coming at me. Well, why'd they take it down? All they said was misinformation. I have no idea. Why didn't you ask questions? Well, you can't ask questions. You have a appeal button. That's it. They won't tell you what you said, what you did, or anything like that. Facebook. No social media will give you a specific of what you did so that you don't do it again and don't break the rules. No, they give you very generic answer. They beat around the bush. So there is no definitive what is acceptable and what is not. So, and I mean, this went on for on and on. And it's like, what? He's like, well, what did you do? Why did they say? And I'm like, misinformation. Well, what did they say? Misinformation. That's the only thing they gave me for taking me off TikTok. And he's like, well, tell me what you said for the first 11 minutes of the show. Go watch it. I'm not going to sit here and transcribe my show for you. I mean, I'm not in the business of typing out articles. I'm here to talk. I'm here to tell you my opinion. And when I talk about my opinion, I research and look up information and facts. And I go with the facts at hand. Can some of that information change? Yes. But there's nothing I could do, nothing I could say to know why TikTok took you down. Now, just as this, with this court document, I'm going by the court document that says that there's this posting. And if that posting is true, if it exists, because it's been taken down since then, New York court system took that post down. Whether hoax or not, it's created that aura of impropriety going on. And this child should be mischilded right away. And I still feel that way. Even if it's a hoax, it still should, because it leaves to prove that it's a hoax. Everybody's going to say now, well, now he's reversing story to cover up what he did. To not get his cousin in trouble. Yada, yada, yada. There's 1,000,001 reason you can swing it both ways. But me talking about it, I'm going by what the judge issued. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You can catch the Reaver Common Sense Show right here on YouTube and Rumble every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Be warned, he's the one your mother warned you about.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Welcome back to the Reaver Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. Broadcasting right here on SHR Media. Conservative media done right. We're broadcasting through YouTube, which is Reaver Common Sense, Facebook, SHR Media, Twitter, Reaver Common Sense, Rumble, SHR Media, Twitch, which I think is actually Jersey Joe 21. After the show will be posted to podcast for Spreaker, iHeart, Spotify, and Apple. I don't know what to think about it, and I don't know what to say. I really don't. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe, follow, comment. If you're watching this live, jump in the live chat, join the conversation. Even if you want me to get fired, tell me to fuck off. I don't care. I mean, I'll put up with a lot. I'm not going to put up with everything, but I'll put up with a lot. If you want to disagree with me, disagree with me. That's fine. I have no issue with that. I'm human. I'm valuable. And don't forget, Friday Red. I had to wear the Phillies. Philadelphia Phillies are kicking ass right now. Solid Philadelphia fan. From the Eagles. Well, my number one team is the Flyers. And I'm looking forward. I think their team's going to turn around and get things going great. I mean, I'm not expecting a Stanley Cup this year, but especially if they get this Russian over, and I'm not even going to try to mark off or something like that. I don't want to butcher his name. But, and the Phillies, last time I checked, they had the number one record in Major League Baseball. Oh, man. GameStop's in the news again for stock trading. All right. What are we going to go to next? Let's see. Joe Biden scores migrants more jobs while Americans drop out of the workforce. President Joe Biden's economic agenda. And that's another thing. I stumbled on a word, just, brain working faster than mouth. And I got a tweet. Are you having a stroke or something? You having trouble speaking? No, I just stumbled on words. It happens. Nobody's perfect. President Joe Biden economic agenda is scoring foreign-born workers more jobs in the United States labor market as hundreds of thousands of native-born Americans have dropped out of the workforce over the last year. You have California that's looking to do a law that will hire illegal aliens into taxpayer jobs over Americans. Illegal aliens will get state taxpayer jobs over Americans. They have no work visa. They're breaking federal labor laws by doing this. This goes again. I wish I could remember which congressman, I should say, out of California, who said, we know we make laws that are against the Constitution, and we don't care. They know they're making these laws, and they don't give a shit. So, the new Bureau, speaking of tongue twisters, the new Bureau of Labor Statistics data shows that while 637,000 foreign-born workers joined the U.S. labor market in the last year, almost 300,000 native-born Americans fell out of the workforce. This is exactly what we've been saying, that Biden has been pushing an agenda of illegal aliens over Americans. He has been pushing that since he got in, and I know, well, he just tried to secure the border. Yeah, if he didn't do away with Trump's executive orders, we never would have been in this situation in the first place. Now, because it's hurting him in the election, his poll numbers are down. It is showing one of the issues is the border. And now he's going to go out there and do executive orders to try to shut down the borders. But He's also given executive orders that almost give amnesty to the illegals that are here because it throws out a lot of their cases out of court. He has done as much as he can to destroy this country. The only thing I think of TikTok got me or tried to get me for last week is one of the things I stated was that Democrats have been Democrat-led organizations have been holding, I guess you want to call classes or conferences, organized meetings to teach illegals how to vote in the federal laws or in the federal elections, which is against the law, but they're trying to teach them how to vote, which isn't my opinion. It's classes that are being held. Don't knock the messenger if you don't like the message. All the net job growth over the last year has gone to foreign-born workers, a category which the Labor Department admits includes illegal aliens, illegal immigrants. While native-born Americans have lost a net 300K jobs, Heritage Foundation economist E.J. Antoni wrote on X. No wonder Americans view economy so terrible. They aren't the ones with the jobs. Native-born employment is not only millions below pre-pandemic trends, but even below pre-pandemic levels. While millions of foreign workers are employed today, while million more foreign workers are employed today than February of 2020 and back to trend. Democrats are losing support from Americans. We've seen it. We've seen the trends. They got to bring in new blood that doesn't know their history. Why do you think the Democrats have been pushing for destruction of our history, destruction of monuments? Because all it does is point to the history of the Democrat Party and their racism. Democrat Party and their attempts to destroy America. People, why else do you think all of a sudden it becomes an issue for these monuments and statues and history books? And they talk about banning books. They're the ones trying to erase and ban history because they want their history to be history. Listen, that's my opinion. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see history going down. That's the way history books have taught it. That's the way it's hate to use the term facts, but that's facts, people. And now you got Democrats, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. They were the party of segregation, and now they convinced minorities to segregate. They got what they wanted. Except now they convinced these minorities to do the segregation. And by that, I mean you have colleges that are having, black-only graduation. Black-only dorms. Could you imagine if I did a white-only dorm? Holy shit, the shitstorm that would come about over that. And now we got the illegals coming in. And the Democrat Party are showing their favoritism towards them. And it's showing the other minority groups that Democrats never gave a rat's ass about you and never will. They only used you during an election. That's the only time they had any care for you. And I'm glad people are finally starting to wake up. The Great Awakening. Hopefully it's not too late. I really do. I hope it's not too late.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You can catch the Reaver Common Sense Show right here on YouTube and Rumble every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Be warned, he's the one your mother warned you about.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
And welcome back to the Reaver Common Sense. Damn, my nose is itchy. No drugs involved. Just itchy. Welcome back to the Reaver Common Sense right here on SHR Media. I am your host, Jersey Joe, here to make sense out of the senseless and give you a conservative media done right. We are posting on SHR through Rumble and Facebook. Reaver Common Sense for YouTube and Sugar. Twitter. Well, I'm not on Twitter today. Technical issues on my end, my stupidity. And Twitch. So, damn my hands. So Pelosi, in her infinite wisdom. Oh, I want to back it up. I got to say, anybody that knows what's going on in my life, when my father passed away, he had gotten a 2019 Ford F-150 XLT FX4. Very proud of it, he was. When he passed away, it was left to me. Little did we know when we got the truck that there was issues with this motor, trans. Ford, you really need to get your shit together. I didn't. Out of all the cars I owned, only 2 haven't been a Ford. I had a Jeep Wrangler and a Buick 2-door car. I don't know. I was young, needed a car. It was affordable. Otherwise, I've had Ford Mustang, 3 different Mustangs, 67 Fastback, 74 Mustang 2. 74 Mustang 2 was my very first car. And a 93 Mustang GT. I had a 68 Fairlane, Ford F100, Ford F-150. I forget what year. It was, I think 90s. Ford Focus. I can't think of what else. But now I have the Ford F-150. It's a 2019 3.5 twin turbo. Motor had to get replaced because cam phasers went on it. And now something within the drive shaft, which you can't just replace simple parts. You have to replace the whole drive shaft or something like that. Man, and I know I'm going to have to replace the transmission. It's got the 10-speed transmission in it, and there's massive issues with that. Ford, I love you. I do. But come on, get your shit together. Please, get your shit together. Especially your trucks. Your trucks have been your stable for decades. Get your shit together. And then if anybody don't know, the cam phaser is what it is it allows the motor to adjust the timing while the truck's running to adjust for emissions. Great. But you fucked up. You put cheap components in it. And the best part is the warranty company replaced it with a motor that has the old cam phasers in it. So I'm just waiting for the cam phasers to start acting up so that they'll have to put another motor or replace the cam phasers in that. It's like, holy shit, people. But Ford, please get your shit together, please. All right, now on to Pelosi. This is more proof that the Democrat Party are against Israel. Netanyahu should not have been invited to address Congress. This is wrong. She will allow dictators to come in, scam artists to come in, but she doesn't want a leader of Israel to come in to address Congress. She said Friday on CNN's Inside Politics that Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu absolutely should not have been invited to address Congress. Host Dana Bash said, if you were still speaker, would you have invited him? Pelosi stated, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think this is wrong. Frankly, I didn't approve of his being invited the last time. But the speaker, just on his own, invited him without consulting the rest of the leadership. Timeout right there. She didn't consult with anybody else in the Republican Party when she was in charge. She did whatever the fuck she wanted. And now the Republicans are supposed to go and consult with her. I'm going to reserve comment on that. And he came and he criticized President Obama for the masterful work that he had done with the nuclear agreement regarding Iran to stop them from developing a nuclear weapon. Dipshit. It didn't stop them. He helped them. It didn't stop them. They're claiming they have nuclear weapon capability now. Obama did shit. And you think I'm going to listen to you over one of the neighbors of Iran? Please. Netanyahu's a hell of a lot smarter than this drunk. And it's not... Doesn't mean drunks are stupid. But this woman's so sauced. You can't smoke around her because she would just ignite. She's so full of alcohol. And like I said, listen, I drank like a fish. But I outgrew that. I mean, I'll still have a beer or two here, maybe once a year or so. It's not that I have a problem with alcohol. But this one, she's pickled. I just... What more can I say? I mean, she's got a problem with the Israel Prime Minister coming to the United States and talking in front of Congress. But no, they don't have a problem with the Jewish state. No. Please. You're backing Hamas, Palestine. Holy shit, that was a total blunder. Brain fart. The Democrat Party has been backing Hamas, which Hamas, Palestine, one and the same. And you want to tell me you're for the Jewish people? You can't. That'd be like saying, we're going to back Nazism, but we're for the Jews. It don't work that way. And for her to be coming out, she is not in leadership. She is a has-been. She never really did shit except to try to destroy this country. That's all the Democrat Party has been doing. Every single step they've taken has been a step at destroying our freedoms, a step at destroying the Constitution. That's, you vote for whoever you want. I just don't understand how people can't see that. How people can so blindly sit there and see what Democrat Party doing. Going, oh, this is good for freedom. Let's give up more of our freedoms for freedom. What? Democracy. Yeah, we're not a democracy, people. We're a constitutional republic. Show me a document that says democracy. She had a wish he would be a statesman and do what is right for Israel. He is doing what's right for Israel. He's fighting for his country. He's trying to stop Israel people from being murdered by Palestine. What's so hard to understand? And she goes, October 7th was terrible. No. Your dinner not cooked right is terrible. What happened on October 7th is horrific, appalling, disgusting, outright wrong, and should not exist. And she talks about how the people of Gaza are suffering. Sorry. They voted for this. There's been elections for years. They're the ones that put Hamas in control. They're the ones that ran Israel out of Gaza. Israel said, you know what? For the sake of peace, we're out of here. You take control. You do what you want. And all Palestine has done is try to start shit with Israel. Period. And now this drunken, sauced has-been, who should be in jail for insider trading, is going to try to preach how a foreign leader who's standing up for their country is wrong. Could you imagine any country telling us after 9/11 we couldn't do anything? Actually, France tried that, and they kind of got told to fuck off. So, Israel, if you're listening, tell Pelosi to fuck off. I just... How can the Jewish community still vote for the Democrat Party? They're not for the state. You know, they could say all they want. Oh, I'm for Israel. But their actions show that they are against Israel. That's the problem. Their actions show different than their words. If you want any of these coffee mugs, you can go to TikTok and go to the TikTok shop on my Reaver Common Sense. I hate TikTok, but they made it so easy to set up a goddamn shop. Oh, I don't get it. Maybe I'm too stupid. Maybe I'm dumb, but it just doesn't compute in my head how these people can so blindly keep voting for the same people who are backing their destruction. That'd be like blacks voting for the KKK. It just... Oh, they keep voting for the Democrat Party, so... Oh, that'll get me a strike somewhere. Yeah, not true! Don't forget, if you're watching through YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Hit the like button. If you're listening through Rumble, hit the follow button. Hit the like button. It just helps open up the algorithms and helps spread the message more. It just helps me out, and it's free. Oh, I got to clean this desk up. All right, at least get my wife to do it. Now, Biden says he has ruled out a pardon for his son, which is, I think, full of shit. if his son is convicted on these gun charges, right before he steps out of office, he's going to pardon his son. I don't agree with it, but what father wouldn't? Bad political optics, but what father wouldn't do that for their son? I can't say that I wouldn't for my daughter. I can't say I wouldn't. And I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to sit up here and pound, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I'm out of office. I'm getting ready to step out. It'd be bad politics, but at that point, it'd be family comes before politics. Family becomes before political parties. So I can't say I would fault him. So him sitting here talking that he's not going to pardon his son, I think that's just political posturing at this point.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
You can catch the Reaver Common Sense Show right here on YouTube and Rumble every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Be warned, he's the one your mother warned you about.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
And welcome back to the Reaver Common Sense right here on the SHR Media Network. Conservative media done right. We're broadcasting on Rumble through SHR Media, YouTube through Reaver Common Sense, Facebook, SHR Media. What is it? Twitch, Jersey Joe 21. And after the show, it will be posted to podcast for Spreaker, iHeart, Spotify, and Apple. And while you're watching live, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow button, leave a comment. All right. Now, AAG Merrick Garland will defy GOP congressional subpoena. He should be arrested. He is defying a subpoena. Now, we just went through a shit show of, Bannon and I can't remember the other guy. That's Trump cabinet that defied a congressional subpoena, and they're now doing time in prison. So tell me why the AG should not be charged. Garland's statement came after Republican leaders in Congress threatened to hold him in contempt in their effort to gain access to audio recordings for special counsel Robert K. Hur's investigation into President Biden's handling of classified material. And now Garland's trying to say, well, this was not a legitimate request. Because I said so, it's not a legitimate request. Let's see if I can play this.
Attorney General, in your professional capacity, you suggested to the president to invoke executive privilege. He invoked executive privilege. It protects you both personally. Is that a conflict of interest?
Look, the Justice Department is a fundamental institution of our democracy.
Bullshit.
People depend on us to ensure that our investigations and our prosecutions are conducted according to the facts and the law.
And they haven't been. They've been conducted what is politically best for Marlin and Biden. This guy still is butthurt that he did not get Supreme Court, so he is trying to do as much destruction as he can as AG.
And without political influence.
And without political influence. Did you see his nose grow on that? I mean, he almost knocked the camera over and the nose grew so much.
We have gone to extraordinary lengths to ensure that the committees
Bullshit.
get responses to their legitimate requests. But this is not one. To the contrary, this is one that would harm our ability in the future to successfully pursue.
This would harm President Biden, is what it will do. That's exactly what it will do, and that's why there's questions about the president declaring, what the hell is it? That it can't be used. Can't think of the term right now. And it's already been said, you can't declare that because it'll hurt you politically. They can't stop that information. It needs to come out. And you can see Garland going, how the hell am I going to spin this? Let's see. Political bias. We don't. Nope. The man's a bullshit artist.
Sensitive
and I'll say outright liar.
Investigations. Now, there have been a series of unprecedented and, frankly, unfounded attacks on the Justice Department.
Most criminals would say that the accusations against them are unfounded. So this jackass saying, you're unfounded. Al Capone said he was innocent. And I think this jackass and this administration has broken a lot of laws. But guess what, people? The Democrats have opened that floodgate so when he gets out of office, that this jackass and the president can be charged now. They opened that floodgates, and they didn't think of that, or they didn't care of what it's going to do to them because they thought, oh, this is going to hurt Trump. Who cares? This is going to hurt Trump. Trump bad. Just going to hurt Trump. Yeah, has anybody looked at the polls lately? Up. His numbers have shot up. Record amount of donations. 52 million overnight. And a 3-day span, $200 million donated. But yeah, it was a good idea to indict Trump on these charges, to attack him like they have. And then they get upset when Trump says, turnabout is fair play when I get involved. Oh, look at that. He's a dictator. Oh. Then you got to tell me Biden's a dictator. He's the one that's using the media, using the DOJ, and using the court system to go after Trump, his political opponent. Who's leading him? There was no charges until Trump announced re-election. Then, boom, magically there's charges. Let's not forget with this New York bullshit. Hush money bullshit. All right? DOJ looked into it. There's nothing there. FEC looked into it. Nothing there. But no. Some pissant New York attorney who politically ran on, I'm going to get Trump. And then you also have a gentleman who's bounced around these court systems, who was like the number 2 or number 3 at DOJ, and the lawyers, has helped Georgia case and works for Attorney Bragg's office. No conflict of interest there. Nah. Then again, I only went to Lawrence High. I graduated from Lawrence High.
This request, this effort to use contempt as a method of obtaining our sensitive law enforcement files is just the most recent. The effort...
Yeah, not like you and your office did that to try to get other information. Let's see, January 6th. What a joke. Our country has turned into a joke. The Democrats are hell-bent, and I'm not talking to people. I could see how some of the people feel the way they do with the way the media slants it. The way when you get these celebrities out there and just the message gets slanted. I can understand it a little bit. Not okaying it. I can understand it. But these politicians are doing it intentionally. These PAC groups are doing it intentionally. They know what they're doing. You know, these people, they don't give a shit as long as they get their money. If only I cared about money so much. I know I wouldn't be doing this show and spending all the money I do to broadcast this show. I just, the country is in a world of shit. What's this one? And here, the friggin' Democrats, I mean, they are trying everything. No, that's all, folks. They know they're in trouble. And they're trying to use the court system to try to stop Republican Party. And an Illinois judge ruled Wednesday against the Democratic effort to bar Republicans from running for statewide office by altering election laws midway through the campaign season. Illinois Democrats had attempted to use its supermajority to pass legislation rewriting the rules by which political parties can select candidates. According to the Cook County Record, Republicans reportedly piloted the effort as a blatant attempt to stop GOP candidates from challenging incumbent Democrat state lawmakers in the upcoming elections. The county circuit judge, Gail Knoll, sided with the 14 prospective Republican candidates for the state legislative and ruled that the law, officially labeled Public Act 103-0586, was an unconstitutional effort by Democrats to alter the rule in the middle of an election to benefit their candidates, the outlet reported. In response to the legislation, the Liberty Justice Center had filed a lawsuit challenging the new law, which ends the practice of slanting, according to the organization's press release. This is a process parties have used to put candidates in place on general election ballots when no candidates run in parties' primary elections. The party is allowed to nominate its own candidate as long as the candidate gathers the required number of petition signatures. You know what? Doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me one bit. It's FBI agent Erica Jensen confirmed Tuesday that Hunter Biden's laptop was in fact real and authentic, meaning that every single one of the 51 former intelligence officials who called it Russian misinformation in 2020 should lose their security clearance immediately. Remember these jackasses went out there and interfered in an election by lying? The Democrat Party and these officials lied. And it's a Russian disinformation. Then they wonder why when I hear Russian disinformation or Russian collusion, I just start laughing because I know you're full of shit. Recall that Politico published their letter in October 2020, just days after the New York Post revealed the existence of the laptop, which in turn revealed evidence about the Biden family corruption and foreign deals. The Biden's campaign seized on the letter, with Joe Biden specifically citing it during the presidential debate. And the media and the Silicon Valley tech giants followed, censoring news about laptops on that basis. That's why they should not be censoring any information, because look how rampant the lies were told about information in 2020. And social media jumped on it and censored They censored about COVID. They censored about treatments. They censored about masks. They censored about information about the Bidens, Hunter Biden. And it all turned out to be lies. Or excuse me. Well, the censoring was a lie. The information was the truth. With that, everybody, I'll be back Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on SHR Media. Everybody have a great night.